guys were just talking about Cordell Roberson. I talked to the trainers, and it looks like he does have a slight ankle injury. His return is questionable, which means, Shay, I think you're probably right. We will not be seeing Roberson much more in this game. Your offense really came alive in the second half, especially under the play of Brian Bell. Talk about your quarterback's play today.
Well, you just, we run the ball with him some because he also does a great job with the option.
The third member of our broadcast crew, Brooke Bentley, who had that axe working quite well earlier. Yes, she did.
Thanks, Randy. Yeah, I'm a little sore. That was definitely a heavy axe. Well, the SFA defense is about to take the field, and two starters for that defense are actually twins, Jordan and Josh Aubrey. And they've been used to doing everything together, except for last season, Jordan had to sit out because he had a really bad knee injury. Doctors actually didn't think he would come back and play. Not only is he back, he is starting with his twin brother, and guess what? Both of them have interceptions, and they both got interceptions in the same game against UCA, doing everything together. Guys, back up to you.
All right, thanks, Brooke. We'll keep an eye on them. Brooke, while we got you, were you nervous carrying that axe? That's all Shay and I were curious about.
I actually was, because I heard Gus Johnson almost took his leg off. So I was scared that I might have the same kind of accident. But no, I had a few trial runs and it worked out okay.
Yeah, we're watching video of you kind of warming up. That's got to be nerve-wracking. You get a lot of eyes on you, kind of making sure things are okay down there.
Yeah, but Shay told me I needed to have a wide stance, bend the knees. He gave me some good coaching as well, so thank you, Shay.
Well done,
Anytime.
Shay. Way to offer your service.
Hey, safety first.
That's right, here with Coach Conk. Coach, I saw you go out on the field after that touchdown just a few seconds ago and give it a huge fist pump. How huge was that for your team just before the half?
Well, really big. It gives us some momentum, obviously. Feel like we left a couple of points on the field.
Seems closer than a two-possession game than a 14-point game. What did you tell your guys at the half? And I'm with the Wolfpack, and they have some major duties. One is running the flags up and down the sidelines. The other one is push-ups. So that means when you guys score over 60 points, how many push-ups are you doing in that game?
It was around 314, I believe. It was awesome.
All right, so they're ready to go. You guys now have to do your push-ups. It's 30 points. You guys ready? Ready, Wolfpack? All right, and guess what? I'm going to join them. See if I can do this.
All right, we don't have to do those push-ups, do we, Jeremy?
That Brooke is
Pretty
athletic.
good, Brooke. Brooke was a volleyball player in college, so obviously she hasn't lost her athleticism.
She's showing off now.
Is she doing all 30?
I haven't done 300. I haven't done 314 push-ups in my life.
Wolfpack.
And it's not
That's
awesome.
How it's done, guys.
Great job, Brooke.
Brooke, are you going to do 300 and how many?
Are you kidding me? I can barely talk after 30. That is all I have in me. I can't even believe I did that. As always, Clear Springs is battling for a district title, while first-year Clear Falls is just fighting for survival after losing many of its key players with a series of devastating injuries. You mentioned the coaching change. Kevin McHale returns to the team, and pretty quickly, actually. But how has that affected the team? Because there's adjustments he has to make and the team has to make, because they've grown a lot in that time period when he was gone.
Well, they really didn't have a chance to institute a whole lot in training camp. Because
what would help Schaub is the running game. Of course, Arian didn't have a lot of holes to run through, but Ben Tate comes in late in the game. I wanted to see Ben Tate earlier. Ben Tate ran the ball well. He had a 23-yard run. I don't get it. Why bringing Ben Tate in so late if he is healthy and clearly was productive? Winning the MLS Cup is something you've done before. What would it mean to win it at this point in your career? Texans were busy giving back to those who have served our country in their Salute to Service Week. On Tuesday, players and team representatives gathered for a groundbreaking event as they helped give the widow of a Marine sergeant a new home. Alongside Texans players and mascot Toro, Sarah Wood and her son Landon couldn't contain their excitement as they arrived at their new home. For Sarah, smiles had been hard to come by since losing her husband, but Operation Finally Home and the Texans helped bring light to her life on a perfect day in Alvin.
As a mom, knowing that he's always going to have a place that's his is... Sorry. It's amazing, and it's wonderful, and he's got his room upstairs. He's so excited.
For almost a year, Operation Finally Home had been building this house for Sarah, whose husband Scott was a Marine staff sergeant who died from wounds he suffered while serving in Iraq.
Unfortunately, life will never be the same again for Landon or Sarah, but you know, we hopefully can make their life a little easier to go through this transition, and they can go on with life.
Without knowing the Woods were devoted Texans fans, Operation Finally Home reached out to the team to get their support on the project. The Texans quickly agreed to help with the cost and sent players to deliver a housewarming present.
It's a priceless deal. It's one that, you know, I am, and Whitney and the rest of the Texans are blessed to be a part of. You know, Mr. McNair, just out of the kindness of his heart, every single year does things like this, and you know, you just see the reactions on their faces, and it makes it all worth it.
It's a blessed opportunity to be able to do something for people, and you know, if everybody could do that and do something like this for somebody, you know, it'd be a better nation, no doubt.
But let's play the game that we do and play football for a living, and you know, there's a lot of different families that are going through a lot of hard times, and to be able to give back to them is the biggest thing, at least for me personally.
For Scott, cheering for the Texans helped him cope with tours away from his family. While serving overseas, Scott often wore a Texans shirt underneath his fatigues on game days, and he was buried in an Andre Johnson jersey underneath his Marine uniform. The Texans helping to dedicate her new home, Sarah couldn't help but think about Scott looking down in admiration.
First you'd be thinking, dadgummit, I want to be down there meeting those football players. But he said, before he left on every deployment, he always said he'd always take care of us. And I know he is.
In a house teeming with love and devotion, Sarah and Landon will look to heal and cheer, especially on Sundays.